from Nutmeg Notebook. Today I'm doing a revised video on how to make my big beautiful salad and how to make the big beautiful chopped salad at the end. So those of you who have followed me for any length of time know that I love to batch cook, and that doesn't stop at the salads. We also batch prep our salads so that we will eat them. So Dr. Furman says to remember that the salad is the main meal. And once a day, Tom and I do have our salad be the main meal of that day, a big old salad. So I want to show you how I do it. I have changed things up since I did the first video on the big beautiful salads because I have found some things that last longer. And when you're batch prepping salads, that's pretty important to do. So first we're going to get started by what do I use. This is a big 13-quart Tramontina commercial stainless steel mixing bowl, and this works beautifully for mixing up a large batch of salad. I bought this a few years ago at Costco, and about once a year or so they seem to have a special promotion where they have a variety of the large stainless steel bowls available. If you don't have a Costco or they don't have it right now, you might check into your local restaurant supply store to see what they have. So because you need, if you're going to batch prep them, it's nice to have a great big bowl to mix them up in. Okay, so let's get started with what goes in first. This is romaine, and I just chopped it just before we started the video. This is actually 3 heads of romaine that I have chopped, and sometimes I use 2, sometimes 3. It just depends on how big they are. And I don't buy the pre-chopped because it does start to go bad too soon. So I'm going to start with that amount. And then this is the triple washed spinach. I buy this at Costco, and I like to put a fair amount of that in. I like a mixture of greens, and I used to use the baby greens, the spring mix, but that would go bad too quickly. And so I've switched over to just the spinach, and that works really well. It holds up better. This is baby kale, and it's also triple washed, and I get this at, here's one bad piece. You want to watch out for that. And I buy this at Whole Foods. And then sometimes Costco also has some of the baby kale. Okay, so that's my greens. And then, you know, it's just Tom and I that are going to eat this. So I just use my bare hands to mix this up. So this is a nice base. Then you can add to it whatever your heart's desire is. And it just depends on what I have in the refrigerator, what goes into it. So I have broccoli slaw today. So I'm going to use this, and I'll put the whole bag. This is organic broccoli slaw. This one is from Whole Foods, but Trader Joe's has a nice one too. It's just I happen to be at Whole Foods, and so this is what I picked up. Then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of stir that in a little bit, toss it in there. It adds a nice crunch flavor, gets the cruciferous vegetables in there. You could use broccoli if you have broccoli. And we turn this into a chopped salad, so I don't worry too much about how chopped things are or how small things are at this point in time. Then a bag of shredded carrots. And you can get these at every grocery store, has them. And if you have carrots and you have a food processor, you could go ahead and shred them yourself in the food processor. But this just allows me to skip one step, and it means that I'll actually make the salads. The great thing about prepping the salads in advance is then we have beautiful fast food ready to go in our refrigerator at a moment's notice. So we can pull out the salads and have a beautiful salad at any time. It helps keep us eating healthy and on track, because as you can see, you're getting a lot of nutrients in this salad. Okay, it's important to get it well mixed. A lot of the heavy stuff wants to fall to the bottom, but we'll get to it all. This is 1 head of organic red cabbage, and I have just sliced it. It doesn't have to be shredded up really nice because we're going to turn our salads into a chopped salad, and so it will get chopped later. Let's see, that looks pretty good. Now I do usually mix up 2 batches like this on the same day. I'll do one and then I'll do the other, and that way I like to have about 4 days worth of salads ready for us to go, because you know, we might be retired but we're really busy. So if I had to make a fresh salad every day, I can tell you that it wouldn't happen. So doing this prevents a lot of waste, because the food that I buy for salads actually does get made into salad, and because it's already pre-made, then we're likely to eat it because we don't want it to go to waste. Okay, so that's great. Then some sugar snap peas. We really like these. They have a nice flavor. They add a little crunch. I'm going to add those, and I don't always have them, but that's what we have today. So let's kind of toss those in. You can see it's getting a little harder to toss because it's so full. It's super delicious. Okay, then we have some red onion, and the red onions just have a lot more of nutrients than the white onion. They add a pretty color, and we like a lot of onion. Okay, we'll put those in. Again, we're just going to mix them in a little bit. It's a little sloppy. I'm not the neatest cook, I'll warn you. So I'll just toss that around. And then we have some colored bell peppers. I usually have red, but I bought the tri-colored ones at Trader Joe's the other day. And so we have those to use today. And I'm going to go ahead and toss in some of my organic celery. This also adds a nice flavor and a nice crunch. And you know, don't toss those celery leaves. Chop those up. Throw those in there too. They have a lot of flavor. Now you can also put fresh herbs in this if you want. That's really fun, and it can totally change the flavor. So you could put in fresh basil, you could do cilantro. If you like cilantro, you can do parsley, you could do thyme, whatever you like. And that really makes a flavorful salad. Okay, see, isn't this looking great, you guys? And I still have enough stuff to make another bowl full of salad so that we can stock the fridge. I think I'm down to my last one right now. That's always a dilemma if there's only one left in there. Who gets to have the salad? Okay, so at this point, what I like to do is get my containers for the fridge, and I'll show you what those look like. So these are Ziploc containers, and you can buy these at Target or Walmart. This is what they look like. They are a 9-cup capacity container, and I think they come like 2 or 3 to a pack. And so what I like to do is I like to weigh out, because we like to have a pound of salad when it's going to be our whole meal. And so I just have my scale, my Vitamix scale. It goes with my new Vitamix blender. And then we'll just put the lid on there, zero it out, and I weigh out a pound. That way we know that we've gotten our full serving, pound of veggies. So we're at 12 ounces. And this, I pack it in here, but it holds it. Sometimes I go over a little bit, and that's okay too. Like this one is 18 ounces. That's perfect. Great. And so I'll do that with the whole container. And then what we like to put on top is we like to have one mandarin orange. And so Tom usually, while I'm mixing up the greens and the veggies, he usually peels all of the mandarins. And then we do a quarter of an apple. Now, a lot of people say that the apple turns brown for them. We do not have that problem. And I think that it depends on the apple, because we usually use Pink Ladies or Gala or Fuji apples, and they don't turn brown. Even, 4 or 5 days later, they're still looking good. The only thing that usually happens is that there will be a little bit of oxidation happen on the edge of the romaine sometimes by the 4th or 5th day. And then we like to put tomatoes, the little salad tomatoes, and I like to wash these as soon as I get them home and let them dry, and then put them in a bowl, and we can even just snack on them. So this is what we do with our salad. And then we put the lid on it. And I continue to do that with the whole bowl, and then make another batch and get usually about 8 or 9 salads out of it. And then we put these in the fridge. So we'll show you what we do next. Okay, everyone, I finished taking the salads out of the stainless steel bowl and putting them in my Ziploc 9-cup containers. And so I just wanted you to see how it looks. So we've got the mandarin oranges on there and the cut up apple. And so then I just put the lids on them. And one thing that I really like about these containers is they stack nicely, which is really important, because when you're looking at this, you're thinking, how am I going to put all of these salads in my refrigerator? And I will make another batch yet today, and so I will end up with double of this. So this is how we do it here in my fridge. Let me get this open for you. So I just stack them in here. I can go 3 high in this refrigerator. And as you see, I still have room for more. So they'll all fit in there, and that'll be our fast food salads. So now I want to show you how we turn these into chopped salads. So I've been making the chopped salads for probably about a year now. I started out with the OXO plastic salad chopping bowl, and it had a little, almost like a pizza cutter that went inside, and I was trying to make the chopped salads with that because I learned about the chopped salads from Chef AJ, and they looked amazing, so I wanted to start having those because I eat salad every day. I wanted, to try it out, and it worked okay, but it wouldn't hold a whole pound of salad at one time, so I'd have to do it in stages. And then Tom started eating salads with me every day, and it just got to be too much work. So I found this bowl from the Holland Bowl Mill on Amazon, and it's a 15-inch unfinished bowl that came, and then Tom had to use mineral oil and treat it before we could use it, because you have to treat all wood bowls in order for them not to split and crack. And then when I started doing my YouTube videos about the chopped salads and my blog posts, people would always want to know where to get the bowl, and I would send them to the Amazon link, and invariably they'd be sold out. So one day Tom and I called Holland Bowl Mill Company, which is in Holland, Michigan, and talked to Corey there, and we were asking, can you up the amount of bowls that you have on Amazon, because the people that follow us want to get these bowls and they're always sold out. And he said, well, actually that's a third party, and we have plenty of bowls at the Holland Bowl Mill Company if people want to order online or call us. And then what we found out is that when you get a bowl from the Holland Bowl Company directly instead of Amazon, they hand select the bowl for you, and so of course the craftsman's going to pick out a really pretty bowl, which this is a beautiful bowl, and they hand treat it before they send it to you. So they have a bees beeswax and mineral oil, food grade mineral oil mixture that they use, that they hand rub it with. If you don't want the beeswax product, you can call and talk to them about that. They're looking into finding something vegan that would be acceptable to use on the bowl. And then you can also have it customized, which is so cool. So when you get the bowl from the Holland bowl mill directly, you can have your name put on the bottom of it, a date. You know, you could have it, it could say like Tammy's Kitchen, or it could, if you're going to give it as a gift, you could have the wedding date or an anniversary date put on there. I just think that's so cool. And I will tell you that Corey from the Holland Bowl Mill did send me this bowl for free. In our conversation with him, when I was trying to make sure that the subscribers to my YouTube channel and my blog could get their bowls, we decided to become an affiliate with the company, because I already love the company and use my bowl every day, usually twice a day. And so what you will get by purchasing through my affiliate link is, with a minimum order of $125, they will automatically include a Mezzaluna knife, which is for using in this bowl for chopping the salads. So that it's just a great thing. And I know you're all going to love the bowls. They are American made, using American hardwoods that are sustainably harvested, and they have very little waste. In fact, there's a fabulous video that I'll link to on their website where you can see how the bowls are made. So they have this big block of wood, and they cut out a large bowl, and then they cut out the next size bowl, and then the next. They nest. And so when they get done cutting the bowls, they nest inside of each other, and there's very little waste. And then that little bit of waste that they have also gets reused. So I'm just really proud to be associated with this company. So now I want to show you how to use this gorgeous bowl, and I'll let you know that this is the initiation of my new bowl. So a lot of people tell me that when they get the bowl, it's so pretty that they don't want to use it. And I totally understand that, because I've had this one for a couple of weeks and I have yet to use it. And Tom's like, hey, we could both be chopping our salads at the same time because we have two bowls now. So this is its debut. You get to be in on it. Okay, so, oh, you know what, Tom? We didn't get the tomatoes on this one. So what we do is, usually there's some tomatoes on top of the salad, but this one didn't get the tomatoes. And so we take and we dump the salad in the bowl. And I'm just going to grab the tomatoes and a little knife. And what we've discovered is that if you don't cut the tomatoes in half before you get started, that you can have quite an explosion of the tomato juice when you start chopping. So I'm losing count here. I like quite a few of these. It's getting to be lunchtime too, so this is going to be a salad for one of us. Okay, we'll get those going. And another thing that we have also discovered is that if you put the bowl on some kind of like a little rubber mat underneath it, it makes less noise when you start chopping. And so then we just start chopping like this. I know it's noisy, not exactly the most exciting thing to watch, but people are curious, how do you make chopped salads? Well, this is how you do it. You just keep going at it. And remember that it is a chopping bowl, much like a chopping block. And so it is going to mark it up. But when you oil them, then they look good again. And the bowl is also, you can have it sitting out and put fruit in it. It looks beautiful that way. I mean, I really love my wood bowls, so I do like to have them out. But we don't eat out of it because we don't want to put our balsamic vinegar in it. We just don't think that that would be good for the bowl. So here we go. And just look at how pretty this is. Now the reason we like to chop the salad is it just changes the taste. You know, you cut everything up, it makes everything moist and juicy, and with that little bit of fruit in there, you have all those flavors come together. And then you don't even need salad dressing. We just use a little bit of balsamic vinegar on it, and that's really all you need. It's just delicious that way. And everyone that I serve a chopped salad to is amazed at how wonderful it is and how different it is from a tossed salad. And it's a good upper arm workout too. It's too bad I'm not ambidextrous, because then I could get my left arm a good workout, not just my right. But you know you've done it at the end. You can feel it in your bicep. And you can chop it as fine as you like. I like it pretty chopped, actually. You can also use the bowl to chop herbs. So let's say you want to chop a whole bunch of cilantro at one time. You can just put it in here and chop it away, and it, you know, it doesn't fly all over because the bowl contains it. Which you also notice the bowl contains my salad, and so my salad doesn't go flying all over the place. Just have to get a little more chopping done here. And then you see how moist it is? And so pretty. Love it. And trust me, once you start doing the chopped salads, you're going to crave them. You will so look forward to your lunch or your dinner because they're just so good, so good. A little green here. Okay, now I'll show you what else I like to put in here. So we also batch cook wild rice. I make it in the Instant Pot, just a pound of wild rice. I buy the organic wild rice from the bulk bins at Whole Foods. So a pound of it, 4 cups of water in the Instant Pot, and just use the multi-grain setting, and it comes out perfect every time. And it has a nice nutty, chewy flavor, and I really like it added to my salad. Kind of gives you kind of a nutty little flavor. Has some chew to it, which is really nice texture-wise. Now this is a Hannah yam. So it kind of looks like a Yukon Gold potato, but it's actually a yam, and it's really sweet and delicious when you oven roast them. So I like to take one and just dice it up and put it in. And I like to leave the skin on because I buy organic ones, so I figure it's fine to use the skin on it. And then some blueberries added in there. Then this is the Kirkland brand organic no salt seasoning. I don't use it all the time, but I do sometimes like it in my salad. So just sprinkle a little bit of that on. Adds a nice flavor. Then I just stir it up. Oh wow, that's so pretty. Should have a picture of this. That is so pretty. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful. Okay, let's put it, these are Corelle bowls. This is what we use for our chopped salads to serve out of. These are 2-quart Corelle bowls. And so then I'm just going to, oh, that's my slow cooker saying it's done. I'm cooking up a pound of black beans. I'm going to make them into refried beans. Have a cooking class coming up here locally. In a couple of weeks, I'll be doing a Mexican fiesta theme, and we're going to let everybody make their own burrito bowls at the end of it. So if you live in the Sacramento, California area, you should look on Eventbrite for Nutmeg Notebook for my cooking classes that I do once a month. So then this is also my favorite balsamic vinegar. So this is Napa Valley Naturals. It's their Grand Reserve. And it's only 4% acidity, which regular balsamic is usually 6%, and which is more tart. And this one is kind of thick and syrupy and sweet and oh, so delicious. And so you can just use it. You don't have to mix it with anything. And it makes a wonderful salad dressing. Ta-da! So there you go. That's how you make my big, beautiful chopped salad, the batch cooking salads to put in your refrigerator so that you always have beautiful, healthy, fast food ready to go. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll get all the new videos as they come out, and visit my blog at Nutmeg Notebook. I also have an Amazon recommendations page where I link to all my favorite Amazon products. So thanks for watching. To your health. Bye-bye.